Hello everybody, Earth.Otherwise here, and welcome to my first game design video. This begins a era where I'm going to be creating a game from the ground up for the express purpose of putting on the internet to be consumed and sold. I'm probably just gonna put this up on itch.io for like $5 or something. So it's very simple. It is your basic RTS, and you're going to be controlling little diamond ships, and it's going to have 4 properties: offense, defense, speed, and view. It actually has a 4th property, the total weight, which like you can have like a total of 100 weight in a fleet, and you can build ships based on that. So like, as your offense goes up, your weight has to go up. So like if offense was 50, then you'd need to then the weight would need to be like 51, because it has to be minimum 1 weight. And anyways, you'll just right click these, put them in a formation and make them move, and then you'd like left click along an arc, and that's the arc of the guns, like how well they'd shoot at that distance. So like if I clicked here, then the bullets would fall in any of this area, because it's sort of going to be like ship to ship combat, like on the seas. And so we'd be able to build the ships. We set the size, we can set the offense, we can save ships and load ships, and we can set a ship as a default. So if the player wants all of their ships to be minimum size 50 or something, and then we just set it as like, and they want it like all in defense, offense, and speed, then they can just set that as the default, and whenever they go build a new ship, that will pop up and they can change it from there. And then a formation builder, where off to the right side of the screen there'd be like a list of ships and formations, and you just drag them onto a grid, and it would just take up positions on the grid. The grid is theoretically like infinite in size, but yeah, they take up positions on the grid, and like you can't have another ship there, but then like you'd have a ship there, and a ship there, and a ship there, and like a ship down here somewhere, and they'd stay in that, and obviously there'd be like an arrow pointing forward, and the ships will stay in that formation. So like if you selected that formation and then made them go like from here to here, they wouldn't all go randomly. They would stay in that position and just go. And then maybe there'd be like some formation options, like go as fast as you can, or all stay together, or whatever. Maybe an attack move command, I don't know. It's gonna be really simple. I expect to be finishing this in about 4 months. So like maybe mid-May. Obviously WASD to move camera. And yeah, pretty much the game is you build a bunch of ships. Well, no. You get a bunch of 1 ships, and you play around with them in level 1, and then you like build a couple ships, and you play with them in level 2, and you build your first formation, and you play level 3, and then it gets I like slowly introduce the concepts, tutorialize them all. And eventually, on like, I don't know, level 7 or 8, you get to like build full fleets and send them out. And then I make a couple levels after that, like say, I don't know, 6 or 7 levels of increasing difficulty. And then, you know, they go around and they eventually learn how to make a really cool fleet, and they defeat, and you get a cool, yay, you won, end of game screen. It's going to be very simple, very short. And really, this is more to help me learn how to design games and release games and all of that than anything else. Because the most important thing you can do as a game designer and a game developer is make and then release a game, and then maybe update it a couple times, you know, get rid of all the bugs and such, so that you know how to do it the next time, like where the pitfalls are, where everything can go wrong and all that. And generally, you want to time how long each stage of this takes. Like how long it takes to create the ship builder system, how long it takes to create the formation builder system, and what things got in your way. You want to keep a fairly detailed log on this so that the next time you make a game, you can estimate how much time it's going to take to do each of these things. And hopefully your estimations will get better and better as time goes on, and eventually you'll be able to say, yes, I can make this game in 4.5 months, give or take 2 weeks. So this is going to be the focus of the next, 4 months of tutorials. So I hope you guys will join me in making this little game. I hope some of you will follow along at home and maybe use some of my ideas to make your own games better. This has been Earth.Otherwise, and I will see you guys in the next video.